project I'm working on here. If you saw from my other rustic path video, some extra brick that I'm going to put here. I've laid it out. This is how I'm going to do it. Just give me a spot to kind of stand, especially in the spring. It gets pretty wet back here, just when I'm doing any of my gardening. So I'm going to dig that down. I'm not putting any screening or anything underneath it. And I'm going to take that soil, put it in the wheelbarrow, and actually put it over here. So I used to have more of a gravel area under here. You can kind of see I'm going to leave it where these pawpaws are. I'll do another video on those after. And then this is an eastern redbud here. It's about to flower in a couple weeks. You can see that it's a pretty cool plant. The flowers come right out of the wood, out of the bark, which is kind of cool. So I'm just going to cut back the landscape fabric here and dump some of the soil here, and I'm going to turn this area into kind of wildflowers. So okay, so I lifted out the bricks. It's a good thing I'm making this video, because I probably don't remember the pattern that I liked, so I can at least do that. So yeah, probably take a photo before when you've laid them out. I'm only going to go down literally the height of the brick, so not too much. I don't know what that is, 3 inches I guess. Got them in the 2 piles, just so I remember kind of the number I need for each side. I do have to be careful, especially closer to this apple tree, so I'll use more of a hand trowel probably to dig around there. And then I have a pear over here as well. It's an Asian pear. I'm espallying both of them. I'll do a separate video on that, but yeah, so I'll dig that out and pretty much almost done. Won't take too long to lay the brick after that. There it is, dug out. Probably do a little bit more work with hand trowel as I put it in, but that's about the height. I don't want it really lower than the grass. Probably sink anyway. I do recommend using a flat-headed shovel versus a spade. It just makes it a lot easier. The edges tend to be a little higher when you dig out, and you can kind of scrape it around and get the edges nice, and it's just a lot easier to use that. In Canada too, you can use it in the winter when the snowplow berm in front of your driveway freezes. So it's pretty useful all around. But yeah, I definitely use my spade a lot more, but this is definitely a useful tool as well. Okay, so I got the brick in. I don't have any sand or anything. Just using some garbage kind of soil from the front when I was planting another plant, so just going to sweep that in, clean it up. But yeah, super rustic, looking pretty good. So here it is. And I got the dirt swept into the cracks. Looks pretty good. I'll probably put a little bit more on and maybe water it down with a mist, but I'll do that once I get the other side done as well. So here it is. Tell me what you think in the comments, but I'm pretty happy with it. Still a little muddy at the bottom. I washed it down pretty hard. I was filling it with the cracks with actual dirt, so I had to kind of clean them off. But yeah, I think it looks great to me. It's rustic, relatively flat. It is sloped. This is actually technically a swale. I just did the beds kind of level, but so yeah, the stone looks good, the rock and the apple and the pear tree. Probably go over it with a little bit more dirt just to kind of fill in a bit of those cracks, but it'll settle itself. The robins and squirrels and things always dump a bunch of soil off of the sides of these anyway. So yeah, I think it works pretty good for what I need. It was kind of an awkward spot. Grass didn't grow well there. I'd always go out too early in the spring to start checking my trees and things, and it would get all muddy, and so it's functional. Half-day work, technically free, I suppose. I didn't put any screening or anything else, just my labor. Yeah, anyone can do it. Take a stab at it. And yeah, like, subscribe. Let me know in the comments what you think, any other ideas, things you've done. But yeah, hopefully you get some ideas and inspiration to do something yourself.